What is the difference between a DOT and an MC number? Moving company owners, likely new moving company owners, or people starting a moving company are watching this video. However, this video may also pertain to people outside of the moving industry. So, for those of you new to the channel, my name is Vlad. I own a moving company in Boston, and I'm also a huge cryptocurrency advocate, but for most of the people watching this video, you're here for the moving, so I will spare you any kind of crypto spiel. So, the difference between an MC number and a DOT number. The DOT number and the MC number are both handed to you by the FMCSA, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. It's a government organization that oversees all vehicles traveling on highways, interstate or intrastate. So in order to operate your moving company legally within your state, you'll simply need a DOT number, which is really assigned to any vehicle, any commercial vehicle over 10,000 pounds is legally required to have a DOT number. Also, people transporting, I think, more than 8 people or in certain types of vehicles, or 16 in other types of vehicles, but that's either here nor there. So if you're doing just in-state moving, you will need to apply for a DOT number when you have your own vehicle. It's a Department of Transportation number. It grants you the ability to legally drive on your state's highways and not get pulled over by a state trooper and deal with the $10,000 minimum fines if you do not have a DOT number. But let's not scare you. So let's go into more what you will need to operate legally. Additional to your DOT number, you will also, of course, need a license, which is obtained by, generally in most cases, each state should have a Department of Public Utilities, which you will have to apply for your license there, and you'll have to go to hearing, and don't think hearing like a court hearing, like it's more so just like a conference hearing, and it's recorded, and you have to bring in all your legal documents. And actually, before you even apply for your mover's license, you will need to also have the proper insurance policies in place, which will be which most Department of Public Utilities will ask for proof of general liability insurance, workman's comp insurance, your commercial auto that's assigned to the vehicle that you're looking to also register. You also need truck decals for applied for each individual truck from your Department of Public Utilities. Once you have all these things in place, and then all the other additional legal documents, which we can go into detail with another video for applying your license, but that is what you'll need in order to get your license granted, and then you will also need your DOT number, and that's what you will be able to do to operate legally your moving company in your respective state. Now, an MC number, a little bit more complex because that's more out of state work. So same thing, you will apply for your DOT number. You will need a DOT number regardless. You'll apply for that through the FMCSA. You still get your regular state moving license. Most cases it's required to have both through most states, if not all. But you will need to, again, have all your insurances in place, and then applying for your MC number, which is your MC authority, which grants you the ability to do work across state lines. So consider that your out-of-state license. Now, with great power comes great responsibility, and once you start doing out-of-state work, essentially the way your insurance companies will see, because all of your MC and DOT are eventually at one point in your MDPU, or excuse me, your DPU number, they're all going to get linked back to your insurance at one point or another. So once you start crossing state lines and going farther distances and carrying heavier cargo, you will actually need to know that your insurances are going to increase significantly. Sometimes 5 times more depending on the distance, if not more, because whether you're a good mover or not, and if you're not a good mover and you have a lot of claims, it's going to be very, very difficult for you, and some companies might not even insure you to do long distance. But if you're a credible company and you have a good reputation, you don't have a lot of claims, it's still going to increase, because the way the insurance companies see it is whether you're a good mover or not, going a farther distance than just local is just a bigger risk. There's more drive time, there's more possibility for something to happen, whether it's your fault or a fault of someone else. So they want to make sure that they're covered in that respect. So expect your insurance policies to increase significantly when you are going out of state. That's going to be both your general liability, especially your commercial auto. Your commercial auto is the one that's going to take the biggest increase. Your workman's comp might reflect a little bit higher. I'm not exactly sure, because we haven't really seen that, but I will only extend it up to 250 miles of Boston. So, and we've actually taken a pause on our MC number for the past couple of years, and we've only been operating in state. So there is a possibility the farther you go, and I would have to actually do a little bit more independent research on that, but I would imagine the farther you go, even your workman's comp would increase. Your cargo insurance, which is also needed, that will increase as well. So everything, operating out of state just becomes more expensive. However, there's more money to be made because, once you corner in your local market, the only way to push farther out is going to be to do out of state, which, a lot of the bigger companies, that's the point of expansion that they get to, because they've already cornered the local market. But again, great power comes great responsibilities, so your insurance costs will definitely increase. However, if the scaling is translating, then that shouldn't really be an issue, because it'll all just be an operating expense that's calculated into your pricing and it's calculated into your profit and your net profit ultimately. So something to think about: MC versus DOT, regulated by, you can find this all on the FMCSA website, and just know that once you're applying for your FMCSA DOT or MC number, that they will never ever reach out to you personally. So don't answer any texts, they're all scams. Don't answer any emails, they're all scams. The only time you'll get an email is if you do something like an update on their website, and then it'll get spit back through the agent that you talked to on the phone, or whatever you did on the website as well. That's the only time you'll ever see something. So don't fall for any other scams, people telling you that they're gonna do some sort of clerical work for you for cheap. Don't fall for that. It's all scams. Again, the FMCSA will never reach out to you personally. So that being said, if you like this video, give me a sub, give me a like, and check out my other videos. I make plenty content talking about my trials and tribulations as starting a moving company, and I definitely want to educate people as much as I can when I have the ability to do so. Additionally, I am planning on doing about like a 2 to 3 hour moving course at some point in the future. So subscribe so you can, stay in touch for those details as they come out. But it's going to cover from point A to point B, from like the first thing ever, like creating your name, something as simple as that, to Google, to finding a Google listing, or to creating your Google listing, to your branding, to your marketing, financials, client acquisition, different platforms like your CRM or your billing platforms, how to hire good movers, how to look for good movers, where to put your ads, who to talk to, all this fun stuff to grow your company, not just from a 6-figure company, but we start breaking that $500,000 closer to $1 million per year in gross, not net. Net would be I wish I was making 1 million net, but maybe someday. So that being said, again, all that information will be available to you. Just definitely stick around on this channel, give me a sub, give me a like, and I will eventually have that course created. So thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one.